Yeah, let's take a. I want to sort of show you now in sales, if you're in selling and advising, a mortgage advisor, if you're a professional advisor, financial advisor, salesperson, anybody that sells their knowledge, their ability, their expertise. This one's for you really, and I've got a lovely picture for you. Um, Again, you can Google this, but I'm going to put this picture up on the whiteboard because you might like this one. There you go. It's not the best picture, but I wanted to show this to you. Yeah, let's put this over here. Now, if you can make that out on the video for you, or Google it anyway, this is the new jet fighter called the Typhoon. It's a pretty amazing piece of kit that we use to defend the skies around the UK. Now, this one's about demonstrating your capability. That's what I'm talking about here. Now, what happened, there was a little story that happened. A Russian Bear, which is like the long-range bomber that can travel around the world, drop nuclear bombs wherever it wants to, was cruising quite close to our airspace. And we sent up a couple of these Typhoons to head it off. Imagine having that job, you spend the whole day just driving this Typhoon heading off these Russians. Anyway, what happened is these Typhoons went alongside. They all waved to each other, everyone's happy. And the Typhoon decided, because the Bear wasn't changing course, so the Typhoon decided to show them what it had. And it flipped its wings, and as you can probably see, this Typhoon's flipped its wings, and it's got a variety of weaponry in there. Look, it's got all these these air-to-air missile systems. There's probably a cannon in there as well. There's all sorts of explosives there that can shoot the hell out of a Russian Bear quite quickly as well. And there was two of them. And what happened, of course, is that the pilots just flipped their wings just to show the Bear what they had on, what they could do, what was their capability, and then they flipped back again, and then the smiles came on again. Anyway, a few seconds later, the Bear changed course and off it went. So it did the job. Now, I'm not saying that we should do this in sales or in advising, but we do need to show our customer our capability. We do need to demonstrate our capability. Now, I'm not saying that like in the old Wild West you turn up with your 6 guns and you show the customer you got your gun. I'm not saying that, but we do need to show credibility to build trust. And credibility is one of the 3 secrets to trust. And not a lot of people know that. So how can you do this? How can you build a little bit of credibility then? Well, there's a few things you could think about doing. I'm sure you've got a few ideas. The first one is you could publish some books or some pamphlets or brochures or online or whatever it is. I've published 8 books now. I use these as credibility for customers. You could have articles online. Difficult world now for online marketing, articles, videos, YouTube. You could do all the usual online stuff as well. Make sure that your LinkedIn profile shows you completely what your expertise is. So make sure it's got all your publications, articles written that you do. Good friend of mine, well, he's not a friend of mine, but I know he does a really good podcast. And he gets an awful lot of business from this podcast. The podcast is designed to show his credibility. People listen to it and get to know what he's talking about, which is great. You could do some speaking at industry events maybe. You could do some speaking at Chamber of Commerce. You could do some local speaking. I'm doing some speaking at local schools and things to build credibility. You won't get paid for this, but it helps to build that image, that brand that you've got as well. Don't forget your brand. Don't go spending money on a logo, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, you need a logo, but a logo is not a brand. A brand is you, it's your reputation, it's what you're all about. Don't forget to dress the part. There you go. Don't forget to dress the part. It's up to you, of course, when it comes to that, how you do dress. People dress in a different way, don't they? There you go, there's my picture. Do you like it, do you? I very rarely wear a suit nowadays. With clients, I usually wear a jacket, dark trousers, black jeans. I very rarely wear a suit. It depends where you're going and what it's about, isn't it? In my equity release work that I'm doing this year, meeting with customers, I'm definitely going to be wearing a suit because the customer I'm talking to is quite elderly. Elderly generation tend to still wear suits, and that's fine. So make sure you look the part. First impressions. Remember the 90-90 rule? Talked about that many times before. In the first 90 seconds, people make a first impression of you that lasts 90% of the time. So make sure you get that right as well. Get good at communicating with people. Get good at talking to people, building rapport. That's part of the secrets of trust as well. Make sure you can build your credibility that way as well. And at the end of the day, if you want to arm your car with some weaponry, that might even do the job as well, but it's not really essential. Can you imagine that job then? You wake up in the morning, you go to work, and you get an alert to go and intercept some Russian bear at 34,000 feet over the Shetland Islands. So you bomb up there, you hang around for a couple of hours, you come back, debrief. What a great job that is. And you fly through the sky with this huge piece of kit under you. Amazing job. But then again, we prefer mortgage and financial advising. Hey, hope it's been useful. Bye.